What's good, everybody? I'm Anthony Oberg. I'm here with Giovanni Alexander Patton, and welcome to this week's episode of TSN.
Okay, Tremasco, we have some devastating news. The boys basketball team and the girls basketball team suffered devastating losses, with the boys going out in the first round and the girls going out in the second. It was very sad, and we just wanted to honor their season by showing you a slideshow of the players.
Aside from all the joking and the mocking, both boys and girls basketball teams had a really good season this year, and congratulations for them making it to districts and doing good. Before we jump into spring sports and how it just started, we're going to talk about Black History Month. Last month was Black History Month, and for Black History Month, Truman was able to take 3 of their football players to a Chiefs Black Archive where they got to learn about Black history, the Black history and the NFL, and meet a couple players. And I got a couple good interviews from it. What's up, everybody? I'm here with
Keenan Johnson.
Keenan, how was the Chiefs field trip that you went on?
It was really fun. I had a good time out there. Glad that I was blessed with the opportunity to be there, for real.
What was the field trip about?
They was just kind of giving us a tour of the Black Archives and explaining the history throughout. Yeah, that's pretty much what it was. And we got to meet some legends, too, on the way, which is a plus.
What was your favorite part about the field trip?
Definitely meeting Bobby Bell. That was my favorite part. Like, bro, I was kind of starstruck when I met him because it's like, bro, it's Bobby Bell. Like, yeah.
Who's better, Bobby Bell or Bobby Wagner?
Come on, bro. You already know it's Bobby Bell, bro. That's not even a question.
All right. Before Gio interrupted me, before the last question, what do you think was the most interesting thing you learned from the experience?
The most interesting thing I learned was probably the history of the Black Archives, but also, like, the history of Bobby Bell. Like, he was kind of telling us about his past and all the things he had to go through, like the trials and tribulations that he went through. And I didn't know that he played quarterback in high school and then switched to left tackle and then switched to linebacker. Like, that's just crazy to me. Like, he's really an athlete. Like, that's somebody I look up to, for real.
All right, I know I said it was the last question, but I heard you say something about you want to earn the Bobby Bell Award.
Yes, sir.
What's the Bobby Bell Award and how are you going to try?
The Bobby Bell Award is the best linebacker in the city? City. So, yeah, I definitely want to get that. Coach Dow said aim for 175 tackles, so I'm going to get that next year for sure. Yeah, I just got to keep working hard, stay in the gym. Yeah, keep working, bro, and anything is possible, for real.
All right, thank you.
For sure.
What's good, everybody? I'm here with
Real,
how was the experience at the Chiefs field trip?
it was something different. You got to meet a lot of former Chiefs legends and learn about just the Black Archives and the history and the things they've done.
What would you say was your favorite part about the trip?
Probably learning about how they go to where people were lynched and stuff, and get that soil and bring it back to the archives and put it in like glasses and stuff.
So would you say that's the most interesting thing you learned?
Yeah.
And then how was it to meet Bobby Bell?
I ain't gonna fake. I didn't know who he was beforehand, but it was definitely an experience. I learned a lot just about him growing up and about the sport itself.
All right, thank you. What's up, everybody? I'm here with
Fred.
And how was the Chiefs field trip, Fred?
It was fun. It was cool. I got to meet some players.
Who'd you get to meet, Fred?
We got to meet Chiefs legend Bobby Bell and Sean Barber.
So, what was the field trip about? What'd you learn?
It was about Black history, and they took us to the Black Archives Museum, and we got to learn a lot about our history, and yeah.
What was the best part about the field trip?
The best part about the field trip was definitely taking the pictures with Bobby Bell and getting to talk to him and play some games with him. It was real cool.
All right, and then what's the most interesting thing you learned from the experience?
The most interesting I learned was they have a section where they have the dirt from the former slaves that they lynched, and I thought that was real interesting and it hit deep. So.
All right, thank you. Thank you for those good interviews with Freddie Shepard, Keenan Johnson, and Darrell. All right, for the main part of this episode, we're going to kick off, spring sports. And we're going to start it off with girls soccer, where we get some interviews and ask them how they feel about the start of the season. What's good, everybody? I'm here with
Kelly Wong.
All right, Miss Wong. I don't know why you laughing. Nothing's funny about your name, but how do you feel going into soccer season?
I'm excited for practice and to be with my teammates again.
What would you say is your favorite part about playing soccer?
Probably our game days, because we just make it fun and we don't take it seriously. Well, I mean, we do take it seriously, but we all try to have fun.
So you try to cover it up. They don't take nothing serious. All right, and then last question. If you was 1v1 with Messi, who's winning, you or Messi?
Me.
Why are you lying on my Ozzy?
All right, get on my interview. What's up, everybody? I'm Anthony Oberg, and I'm here with
Lillian Chronister.
And Lily, how do you feel going into the soccer season?
I'm really excited. I think we're going to do really well, and I think we have a chance to do good things.
How did you guys perform last year?
We did well with what we had. We had a small amount of girls, so I think we'll be better this year because we have a lot more people.
Well, back up. What do you think resulted in you guys getting a lot more people this year than last year?
The freshman class was really excited to try out, and they did really well last year at Pioneer, so I'm excited for what they do this year.
Were you hurt last year?
Not my freshman year.
Okay. And then last question. Are you going to be the next Messi?
I am Messi. What are you talking about?
Moving on to a very boring and, nobody wants to watch that sport, golf. Where we get some interviews from, the cameraman, Wesley Lane, and some other people that play golf. What's good, everybody? I'm Anthony Oberg, and I'm here with
Wesley Lane.
a.k.a. the cameraman, the editor, and Nike Train Lane.
Yep. Do everything right here. They don't
All right,
really.
take your compliment. Let's move on.
Okay.
You good?
Yep. Good.
All right. It's my interview, not yours.
It's my interview.
No. It's my interview.
Okay.
All right, moving on to the first question. I heard previously that you guys were supposed to implement a cutting system, but then you guys jumped out of it, last second. Why'd you guys do that? And, did you feel nervous that you might get cut, or your teammates get cut, your friends? How'd you feel about the cutting system?
Yeah, I was pretty nervous at the beginning of the week because I didn't think I played well the past 2 years at all.
Were you horrible, trash, garbage?
Yeah, all that.
The worst?
All that. No, probably not the worst last year, but I was pretty bad. I was at the bottom.
Booty butt juice.
But at the end of the week, they announced that they weren't making any cuts. I was a little relieved, but I was also a little confused since we have too many people now.
So I heard also that you guys doubled the numbers.
Yep.
You guys are only supposed to have 12 players, and you guys have 24 golf players.
Yep.
Would you say that's a good thing with all the new people, or is that a bad thing?
I feel like it's a little bit of both. It's a good thing because you get to find all the talent and really see who you would need on varsity and JV, but I think it's a bad thing because some people aren't even going to get any playing time. Like he said at the meeting, there's just too many people. You can't fit everybody into a competition, so
It's golf.
I'm not nervous for that because I know I'm probably going to play every competition, but I just feel bad for the newer freshmen who haven't really played before.
So when spring sports start, golf isn't really one of the sports that a lot of people think of.
Yeah.
Why do you think out of nowhere you guys just doubled numbers?
I feel like people were telling their friends a lot, and the sophomores, the freshmen last year, they probably just told all their friends about it. And the freshmen this year, I don't really know. Maybe they did a lot more stuff with the freshmen trying to recruit them, or they just played golf before and they just they heard that there was a golf team, so they just decided to join the golf team.
All right, so you answered that you were, one of the worst. You were really bad. You were horrible, garbage, trash at golf for the past 2 years.
Butt booty butt juice.
Yeah, butt booty butt juice, like Jesus.
Yeah.
So,
Honey Nut Cheerio milk.
Honey Nut Cheerio milk. That's an interesting way to describe it, Gio. But
That's a bad
going
thing.
going into your third season of golf, you know, previously being really bad, horrible, trash, all the
Honey Nut
words we
Cheerio
use to
milk.
describe.
Yeah.
What do you think you did to improve? Because you said last week you did pretty good. So what do you think? What'd you do to improve, and how do you plan on to?
Physical
Definition, like when Giovanni Alexander Penn III beat you. Like, how'd you get better?
Well, physically, I did absolutely nothing. I didn't touch a club after the season.
Didn't hit the weight room. Didn't work.
Well, I hit the weight room and I worked out. I played football, but mentally, I was getting in that mindset. You know, they're making cuts. I'm gonna have to show out for the coaches. So.
All right.
It was a mental thing.
You said something about, you know, you have to be mentally prepared.
Yeah.
Do you think golf is more of a mental sport, like mentally strong sport, or physically strong sport?
It's a mental sport. It's probably like the most mental sport out of any sport at Truman, or at all. Because if you hit a bad shot, that could either resonate with you and like you play bad for the rest of the game, or you're like, okay, that was a bad shot. Let's make sure I do way better the next shot. Because like once you're down, if you have, it's hard to get back up if you have a poor mentality, like poor mindset. But if you have good mentality, you can very well bounce back from all that.
So everyone knows how to get physically more strong. You know, hit the weight room, run, do laps, work out.
Yeah.
What's something you can do to mentally strengthen yourself?
Be more optimistic about things. I mean, there's not really much you can do besides actually just thinking about it. Like thinking that you're going to do better. Or like before the match, you study and you think about what you're going to do, how you're going to be better than what you did last time, all that. So you don't really do much to prepare mentally. It's while you're doing it, you have to think about all that stuff.
Okay, so last question.
Yep.
I know for the previous years, past few years, golf hasn't been a very popular sport for students at Truman, or just anyone in general, kind of. So, what do you think the golf team and the players or coaches could do to improve the numbers of how many people show up to support you guys?
There's not really much that we can do due to it being, like, there's no home for golf. It's all away. Even though the golf course is like 2 minutes down the street, it's all away. Like, we don't have a private golf course on campus. But there's not really much you can do because I don't think people are going to be like, oh, I want to go watch golf today.
Well, why do you think people? Now moving on to another sport that not a lot of people talk about, tennis.
I'm a JT, and I'm here with Danilo Book. Danilo, what do you look forward to this tennis season?
I'm really looking forward to the camaraderie on the team. I love all the guys, how we support each other, you know, through thick and thin, wins and losses, and just those fun off-the-court interactions that we have at matches and tournaments.
Now, you say camaraderie. That's a big word. Could you elaborate on that?
I would say the relationship between teammates and how we can positively support each other throughout the course of the season.
Thank you. And how do you think the team's going to do this year?
I think the team is going to do really well. Our juniors and seniors on the team have been improving dramatically over the last few practices. I've been really happy to see it and really been happy to play against the guys, and I think we've got a good crop of freshmen coming in too.
That's what we like to hear. We love to hear that. And one last thing, what are your goals for this season?
I would think Macon State in tennis. We were one round away, my doubles partner Alex and I, from Macon State last year, and so I think that we can definitely do that this year.
Now, do you have that same doubles partner, or do you have a new one?
It's not determined until the season begins, but I think that both of us are progressing at a pretty similar rate, so I think it's likely that we're going to have be a doubles matchup again, yeah.
We love to hear that. Thank you, Danilo.
On to our last segment of the day. We're going to be interviewing a couple people about track. We're going to be interviewing throwers, jumpers, and runners.
I'm a Jay Chima, and I'm here with
Noah Tolato.
Noah, how you feel about the upcoming track season?
I'm kind of nervous about it. It's my first year doing track.
This your first year?
Yeah.
What you doing this year?
Shot putting discus.
Shot putting a disc. You have any previous experience?
Nope.
So you just don't know what you're doing?
Nope.
What's your goals for this year then?
To like at least make C team.
Make C team. I like the goals, but you should be shooting for like JV or varsity though. Like you got to get better.
I hope I get JV at least.
Hey, I think you got it in the bag. So who's your favorite teammate that you got so far since you just started?
My boy Freddie Shepard.
Would you say Freddie's the best on the team, or is it a toss up between him and Colton?
Toss up between him, Luke, and Colton.
And Luke. All right, that was an unexpected answer, but thank you for your time.
What's the deal, dude?
What's up, bro?
My name is Giovanni Eyes in the pen, and I'm here with
Durrell.
Durrell. All right, Durrell, what events do you do in track?
Just sprints, so like the 100, the 200, 4x1 relay shit.
How fast are you?
I could probably pretty fast. I could probably run a 4.5.
You think you can dust Keenan Johnson?
Oh, easily. Not even going full speed.
That's what we like to hear. So, how you gonna do this year?
I'm gonna do great. You know, coach said we was going to state, so you know that's where I'm trying to go.
That's what I like to hear. If you had to rank yourself on the list of the fastest people on the team, where would you be at?
1 or 2.
That's what I like to hear. Who you competing with?
Mikey. That's about it.
We always like the truth around here. Thanks, Durrell.
Wait, what about Hayward?
Fuck you.
All right, last question.
Like, hey, word, where you at? Word.
You beating Coach Kelly in the race?
Yes. And I'll bet money on it.
All right, bet money on it then. What's good, everybody? I'm Anthony Oberg, and I'm here with my boy Christian, aka Big Cleop.
What's up?
And how you feel going into your first season as a coach?
I'm excited for it. I'm ready for the new season to start already. It's super fun to do, and I'm trying to make varsity season 2 for throwing.
All right, so far, what's your favorite thing about track?
Track, just the people and overall. Like, the coaches, everybody there, they're all supportive and everything like that.
What's your favorite throwing event so far?
Shot put, definitely. Shot put is like the best thing to do, and it's just overall fun.
All right, so if you had to guess how far you're gonna be able to throw right now, how do you think by the end of the season you're gonna be throwing?
Well, right now, I don't know if I'm throwing that well because, like, first year, trying to get in the motion and everything. But by the end of the year, I'll probably throw like 2 times that, or like trying to.
All right, and then the people that don't want to do track, what do you have to say to them?
I think if you're not doing no sports at all, you should be doing something in the summer. So like, you should be doing track. If you don't want to, try to do baseball, tennis, something like that.
So what if they're disabled?
Come to sport. Come support us.
All right, thank you.
Thank you for watching TSN today, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed, and make sure you leave a like and follow and subscribe.